Still nothing? Valsera, add your divination spell and see if that reveals anything useful.
Welcome back, Initiate. I hope the Augur didn't give you too much trouble. So, was your journey a success? Is Alakir safe? Well, that's a relief. For now, at least. I'm afraid the situation has grown more complicated. But we can discuss that later. For now, you've done the Order proud. You're clearly ready to take your next steps. Use this wisely. Are you prepared for your next task? I'm afraid we need to quicken the pace. Oh, was that too pushy? Sorry. I'm just a bit anxious, you know? Our seers detected a new cluster of breaches in the lands of Morrowind and Skyrim. The elder members of the Order don't want to admit it, but I'm afraid these distortions are growing stronger. But there's good news. We think we found the cause. The Lore Master and I, while you made your way across Alakir, we reached out with projections, looking for objects of power. We found one, the Staff of Towers. The Lore Master's confident we can find it. You should speak with him when you return. Thank you, Initiate. I honestly don't know what we'd do without your help. I keep telling the Lore Master I can assist you. I mean, I did spend my entire childhood on the continent after all. I suppose he knows best. Yes, the actual staff created by the Archmage Enumeral in the First Era. If we're right, this could be the greatest arcane discovery in millennia. According to the Psijic histories, the staff could bend and shape time itself. We can't say for certain, yet. I should warn you, the Lore Master finds this all very troubling. Magical artifacts always present a destabilizing influence. You know by now that a lack of stability does not sit well with our Order. I'm very concerned. An artifact left out in the wild for any hedge mage to find. Results could be disastrous. It should be here on Artaeum. I need to get back to our research. We should have more answers when you return.
First, that is just up. We'll just put that.
Ah, friend of Valcerin, you're just in time. This pearl resists our ritual. It's reluctant to give up its secrets. I believe your assistance will be required to unravel this mystery, provided you're willing to help. A few insignificant echoes and a name to apply to it, but nothing to tell us who created it or what kind of magic it employs. It isn't Daedric in origin, though, despite the false Aldarch's allegiance. It's time to utilize more drastic means. We're about to enter a crucial stage of the augury ritual, so none of us can leave this chamber. If you could find my acolyte, Oriandra, she'll provide you with the amplification elixir we require. She's in Sotha Seal's study, upstairs. Oriandra should be in Sotha Seal's chambers, cataloging his old research and experiments. Tell her I need the amplification elixir to strengthen our augury ritual. That should help us determine what the pearl is and where it came from. Leader implies command, and a level of structure more suited to an army than an order of mystic monks. That said, I oversee the Psijic Order, and our conclave of the 11 forces. Someone must steer the ship, after all. Is there something else? The ritual has reached a critical stage. If we stop now, we'll have to start all over again. Besides, such a trivial use of magic is beneath members of the Psijic Order. Find my acolyte, Oriandra. She's the only Imperial currently in the Order. While the majority of our Order falls under the Altmer persuasion, we sometimes invite those of other races who possess powerful magical talents to join us. Oriandra is one such individual. Now, if you would, we really need that ritual component. You have traveled across the mystic realms to reach the island we call Artaeum. As an uninitiated, this may sound confusing, but the Psijic Order changes the location of its headquarters on occasion. And by that I mean we move the entire island. Tamriel, my friend, you left the boundaries of Nirn behind you when you stepped through that portal. Only a select few, not of our order, are ever granted this honor. Luminaries such as Sotha Seal and yourself. To everyone else, Artaeum remains sealed. The ritual has reached a critical stage. If we stop now, we'll have to start all over again. Besides, such a trivial use of magic is beneath members of the Psijic Order. Find my acolyte, Oriandra. She's the...
Why does it keep doing this? Why do you keep doing this? Right. Fuck. I hate you. What the fuck? Travel button, come up. Thank you. Shit. Just the mini game with the travel button.
Have Dragonite, Nightblade, and Arcanist together.
ELLMEHOTBOX zone.
I want that one
DF.
ability that throws that long ass tree trunk shit.
Shit, tree trunk shit.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
2_420 shows. Our force is 40K. Damn, that's expensive.
Master Merrick, where are you? Honor and faith, traveler. I could use your assistance. The Fighters Guild is under assault. Already 4 guild halls have fallen, and now Master Merrick, leader of the guild, has disappeared.
Now we're talking.
Honor and faith, traveler. I could use your assistance. So far, distinctive clues elude us, and no one has claimed credit for the attacks. At this rate, they could destroy the guild before we learn anything. It's the biggest crisis since the plane meld, but without Merrick, I'm not sure how to proceed. Yes, Merrick was supposed to meet me here, but he never arrived. While most of the guild secures the remaining guild halls, I could use some outside help to track down our guild master. Then together we can stop these attacks. Can I hire you, Wayfarer? I've received conflicting reports from trusted guild scouts. Merrick has supposedly been sighted in Malabal Tor, northern Alakir Desert, and East March. Obviously, he can't be everywhere. Choose a location to investigate and meet the scout there. Merrick is many things, but mage is not one of them. I trust the scouts, but he could not be in 3 distant places at the same time. I need you to make your best guess. Pick a location and see if you can find our missing guild master. I appreciate that. With Merrick missing, I need to coordinate the defense of the guild halls, analyze scouting reports, and try to learn more about our attackers. Just know the compensation we offer is fair and equitable. Your aid will be rewarded. Both Merrick and I know the desert well, but I have no idea why he would go there. Still, a guild scout claims to have spotted him in Sentinel's outskirts. If you decide this is the spot, I suggest you search for him among the cliffs there. A guild scout says Merrick was spotted outside Windhelm, a place of snow and ice, and Merrick hates the cold. Still, if some clue pointed here, he wouldn't let a little weather stop him. Do you think Merrick searches for our enemy in East March? Both Merrick and I know the desert well, but I have no idea why he would go there. Still, a guild scout claims to have spotted him in... Weemy is a fast and faithful mount. She can get you to the location quickly. I'll send word to the guild scout. They'll meet you and help you search for Merrick. Then they can get word back to me while I follow up with the other reports. Good luck. Take my horse, Weemy. She'll get you to the site quickly. I'll send word so the scout meets you there.
That little Princess Oz sent word that I should meet up with you. Not like I couldn't handle this on my own, but who am I to argue with a Tusking prince? Guild Scout, Bruiser, and General Pain in the Arse. At least, that's what Merrick calls me. While most of the guilds settled in to defend the remaining guild halls, I volunteered to stay in the field. I was looking into the attacks on the Fighters Guild when word reached me that the Little Prince had lost our guildmaster. When I heard rumors that someone who matched Merrick's description was in the area, I sent my report and started to investigate. I spotted someone who was the spitting image of Merrick moving deliberately through the outskirts of Sentinel and trying not to be seen. I couldn't catch him, but I followed his trail to here. The path leads west, so that's where we're going. Funny story. I started out as a guard in Shornhelm who got caught up in monumental events. Eventually, I joined the Fighters Guild, who usually hire out my services to anyone who needs protection or a sharp sword. Not as funny as I remembered. Just the basics. I was on assignment when the attacks occurred. Since then, I've been trying to dig up anything to point us at the perpetrators. Then I got word that Merrick had disappeared. I hope he's onto something and not another victim.
Lead the way.
That trap on the ground looks familiar. Check it out. Yep, that's one of Merrick's, all right. Uses them when he's too busy to stop at a proper inn. Let's keep going. That camp looks promising. See what those papers are all about. Merrick went after the enemy by himself? That spot on the map. It's northwest of here.
I could use some help.
How about you tell my friend
That
what happened
Fighters
here?
Guild warrior was a storm of fury. Left me alive so I could tell some prince what happened here. But neither of you looks much like a prince to me. Revenge happened. We misjudged the Guildmaster's skill and his anger. He let me live when I renounced the Order of the Black Worm. What you call the Worm Cult made me swear to tell Princess Ah everything I know. I don't think so. Not quite yet. My pain is great. Get me something to ease my suffering. Then, I'll share what I know. Not a prince, but a jester? You do make a good point, though. Life in the Order involves lies and dark secrets. I no longer wish to walk that path, but I still need something for this pain. The information I possess must be worth at least that. Mist scrub grows around here. Low bushes with red, jagged leaves. Chewing the leaves dulls pain. Bring me some mist scrub leaves, and I'll tell you everything I told Merrick. No more talking until I get those mist scrub leaves. It grows southwest of here by the water. Bushes with jagged red leaves. Come back and then...
The damn worm cult! I knew the armor looked familiar. Get that mist scrub so he'll tell us more.
Old Magica has a curious feel about it.
Let's get those leaves back to that cultist scum. And he better not have died before I get to kill him.
By the Black Void, this hurts. I'm pragmatic. Relieving this pain is worth what I have to tell you. Do you have the Smart. And I'm in too much pain to argue. Merrick spared my life when I told him that the Order of the Black Worm, what you called the Worm Cult, has returned to take vengeance on first the Fighters Guild, then the Mages Guild, then all of Tamriel. I told him that our leader, Mazama, had business with Magister Andrello at the Sisters of the Sands Inn in Sentinel. But he left before I could tell him the rest. We have a new weapon. I don't know any details. But Mazama called it a Soul Reaper. Your kindness is refreshing. A generous act I've not experienced in a very long time. More reason to abandon the Order and make a fresh start. I'll limp into town once the pain subsides. Thank you.
Leave him. Let's go over what we know. This little worm claims he's renounced his evil ways. Guess I won't gut him like I planned. No Merrick yet, but feels like we're getting closer. Go over what we just learned. The damn worm cult is really back. I thought they scattered after we stopped the plane meld. And you'd hear about a few remnants, but nothing significant. Not like this. And he said they had a new weapon. What the tusk is a Soul Reaper anyway? I think that's in Sentinel, elaborate building on the northwest side of town. How about you find this Magister, figure out what business she has with Mazama, and if she's seen Merrick, I'll collect Weemy and wait for you outside the inn. I never expected the enemy to be the Worm Cult. Thought they were finished after we stopped the plane meld. Obviously, Merrick has a plan to crush them. Let's get to Sentinel and the Sisters of the Sands Inn and see what this Magister can tell us. They call themselves the Order of the Black Worm, followers of an evil bastard named Mannimarco, a necromancer who worked for Molag Bal. They tried to drag Nirn into Cold Harbor with giant anchors from the sky, called it the Plane Meld. Crazy time. The three alliances teamed up with the Fighters and Mages Guilds to fight Molag Bal. Some heroes ended Mannimarco, but I don't know the full story. In the end, we stormed Cold Harbor, broke the Great Anchor, and kicked the dung out of them. We all thought they scattered. Without Mannimarco, the remnants didn't pose any significant threat. Or so we thought. We thought we squished those worms, but I guess we drove them underground. Not a mistake I plan to make twice. Look for me outside after you talk to the Magister. I have a few more thoughts I want to share with this worm.
I've still got room to grow. Look at you being resourceful. Bet there's a great tavern around here.
This work is...
She danced and she studied the past, but her time as prince
Greetings to the Sisters of...
I ran. Where have you been? No time for court intrigue, and now you rule as queen. She ran from the dresses, she ran from the palm. She could not right stomach more high elven wrong. Our future leader sailed from our shores to high rock Skyrim and more. Now what did she do while she was away?
You should rest, Magister Andrello. That incident has you all out of sorts.
Fought bears, ran dungeons, drank mead with the
You're not the usual serving wench. Where's the tonic I requested? I need something to settle my nerves. Oh, what else can befall me today? One more interruption and I'll never make it to Shornhelm on time. I have no idea who that might be. One moment I was about to board a coach to Shornhelm when a strange woman stopped me and looked deeply into my eyes. The next I was waking up here, feeling awful and very much put out. That was the second interruption. Merrick spouted nonsense about the worm cult, even as my apprentice spouted nonsense about seeing me board the coach to Shornhelm while he was carrying me here. Merrick ran off, chasing after the coach, I presume. Apprentice, arrange another coach. We must be off after I finish my tonic. Where's that damn serving wench? A mage of my standing can't miss the meeting at the Mages Guild Hall. It would be unseemly. Forget I said that. There is no meeting. She stepped out of the shadows and blocked my path as I walked to the coach. I remember her unsettling eyes as she stared at me. After that, I awoke in here. If she used some spell to take my form, she must be a powerful mage indeed.
Did you find the Magister, pal? I think I demonstrated a lot of restraint, waiting out here and not going inside for an ale or two. Any luck finding Magister Andrello? That's a strange story. And the woman, it could have been Mazama. Did the Magister say anything about Guildmaster Merrick? Wait. Merrick's notes mentioned that the enemy was interested in Rivenspire. Shornhelm's in Rivenspire. What could the Worm Cult be after in that part of the world? And Razawir the Cultist told us the Worm Cult wants revenge on the Mages Guild as well as the Fighters Guild. This is bad. Let's get to the Shornhelm Mages Guild and try to catch up with Merrick. If you need quick transport to Shornhelm's Mages Guild, take Weemy. I'm sure Princess Ah won't mind. And even if he did, he's not here to stop you. I'll send word to the Little Prince and meet you there. It's about time I punched something. What, do I look like a mind reader to you? If I had to guess, he got word of this latest plot and he's been following it non-stop. No time to call for help when the Worm Cult apparently has a new weapon and plans to take revenge against the guilds. And we need to go help him. Sure, Merrick got the drop on a small camp of Worm Cultists, but they've already destroyed 4 of our guild halls. He's a great fighter, but whatever they have planned for Shornhelm might be too much even for him.
Brief rest, that's all I'll ask.
Keep an ear out for anything exciting.
I can't seem to get ahead here.
I appreciate the Fighters Guild coming to our aid, Princess Ah.
Comrade, Scordo, I came as soon as I received your message.
Gabriel! Azar! The Worm Cult is going to attack the Mages Guild!
They're already here. Merrick arrived before you and the Prince. He ran down to help.
The attack's begun and Merrick ran down there? Damn! Tell Gabriel what we learned, but be quick about it!
Time is short, so speak quickly. Somehow assailants infiltrated a private meeting beneath the guild hall and some of our most influential mages were caught unawares. Merrick arrived and raced to help, but... Did Scordo say Worm Cult? How can that... We eradicated them, didn't we? A threat of this magnitude must be crushed swiftly. The mages and Merrick can use our help. Can I count on you to join the fight? Thank you. Any amount of assistance is much appreciated. The door to the underground chambers is right over there. Be careful.
Go, comrade. We need to help the guild master. Let's look for Guildmaster Merrick, but be ready to take down any cultists you see. Just like at our guild halls. No obvious sign of forced entry, yet clear signs of battle. We must find Guildmaster Merrick and stop the... The Mages Guild built all this under Shornhelm? I wonder if the people know what lies beneath
from the
it.
Righteous Guild. He headed toward the meeting chamber.
Feel that? Hurry! Through those doors ahead. Look! Across the chasm! Guildmaster Merrick, the Worm Cult has him! Let my mentor go, foul creature!
Stop, mortal! The Soul Reaper is not yet stable!
Merrick! No! That explosion! Stendar preserve him! Merrick was caught in the blast!
It's no good to me. Come, we're done here.
As you wish, Misama.
No! Merrick can't be dead! We need to reach him! Stendar, please! Merrick can't be dead! He just can't! By the gods! Merrick! Merrick's dead. By the swords of my forefathers, I will make the worm cult pay.
I came as quick as I... Oh no. Merrick. The Magisters. What happened?
Merrick destroyed the worm cult device. It exploded and killed him. Comrade, please. Search the area and gather Guildmaster Merrick's weapons. Merrick would polish that shield for hours. It was almost a ritual for him. You found something. Let me see.
I'll teleport the remains of that horrid device upstairs for study.
That was his father's sword. Merrick wielded it proudly. What a loss. Merrick was our leader, my mentor. Practically a father to me since I joined the Fighters Guild. Thank you for gathering his sword and shield. Strange, though, that a Daedra was leading these worm cultists. What was that note you found? Let me see. A worm cult nest on Rivenspire's northern coast? Stendarr blesses us with another foolish enemy, quick to put their plans to paper. First, however, we must go to the Fighters Guild Hall in Shornhelm. Tell Skordo what befell Merrick.
Use the nearby doors to leave. When you assault the worm nest, the Mages Guild will join you. You have my word.
As the guilds first defeated the worm cult, so shall we do so again. But that device, a Daedra named Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper, hmm? We'll study it and determine its exact purpose.
Gabrielle, can you help me take care of Guildmaster Merrick?
Of course, Princessa.
Princess Ah, the guild hall's on high alert. I was about to lead a contingent of fighters to the Mages Guild.
The battle's over, Skordo. Guildmaster Merrick is dead.
What? Not Merrick? Hey, pal, tell me what happened. That can't be right. What Princess Ah said. Merrick can't be dead. Tell me this is some sort of bad joke, pal. Those Tusken bastards! I came back here to rally the troops, but I should have gone down there with you! I could have saved Merrick, damn it! This is bad. What's the guild gonna do without its guildmaster? And at a time like this? Oh, right, of course. Merrick loved these. They were family heirlooms. He was proud to wield them in service to the greater good. He was always spouting nonsense like that. All right. Tell me that you and the prince have a plan to make someone pay.
Guildmaster Merrick is really dead, Scordo. Scordo's correct. I hear your words, but my mind is a storm of emotions.